Hello, YouTube divers. This is Water122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Magic Metal Mondays. We're going to be doing another album review here today. We're going to be heading back to Bathory. Yeah, Bathory has just quickly grown to becoming one of my favorite metal bands, especially with the two albums I've listened to by them so far. Definitely making a really good impression on me. Thus far, especially given the fact that I used to avoid black metal and death metal and things like that. um, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most classic black metal albums out there. We are going to be talking about their 1988 album Blood, Fire, Death. Um, Based on what I've seen from a lot of Bathory fans and a lot of black metal fans for that matter, they widely consider this album to be the best in not only the Bathory discography, but one of the best black metal albums of all time. And I think part of the matter is that this album is very, very experimental. It not only is a black metal album, but there's also elements of Viking metal in there. Also, thrash metal, like very aggressive thrash metal, like Dark Angel level thrash metal. And I really like that thrash metal because, if you know, then you already know. Then if not, I will tell you. I am a very huge fan of Dark Angel. I love the thrash metal direction that they. I love the thrash metal sound that they have. I love how aggressive and raw it is. And on this album, it definitely has some Darkness Descends moments on here. I mean, it's just top notch, amazing. Um, but before I ramble on any further, let's get into the actual review, shall we? So, the opening track is a 3-minute instrumental intro called Odin's Ride over Nordland, and I really like the intro. I really like the atmosphere that this song has. It is dark, it's suspenseful. It's basically like I said when I was talking about Under the Sign of the Black Mark. Um, it has a little bit of an intro on that album, and it sets up the tone beautifully for what this album is going to showcase. And then immediately back to Blood, Fire, Death. Right after Odin's Ride over Nordland, you get the amazing masterpiece, A Fine Day to Die. This is a freaking amazing song, and it is one of my favorites on this album. Quanthorne's vocals on here is just top-notch, sheer brilliance. I mean, the guitar work, throwing in acoustic guitar on a black metal album, that just shows you how good this song is. And it's done brilliantly on this song. And then right after that is another masterpiece, The Golden Walls of Heaven. Yeah, Golden Walls of Heaven is another great, great song. I mean, like I said, the way how Quathorne screams the chorus is just top-notch brilliance. It's an amazing song. Really phenomenal song. And then after that, we get another hardcore thrash metal. Yeah, this is thrash metal here. Pace Till Death. A lot of people might consider this to be like blackened thrash, but I'd say it's more like on a Dark Angel type of sound. And this really goes to show you like the correlation of this album and Dark Angel's Darkness Descends record, which is another kick butt album. But really, getting back to Bathory, if Bathory was a thrash metal band, I would definitely consider Pace Till Death one of their best songs. And despite the fact that Bathory's not even a thrash metal band, this is still one of their best songs. This track is just fantastic. It's a phenomenal track. What more can I say? And then after that, you get the song Holocaust, which is another thrashy song. Un- I do think it is one of the weaker tracks on the album, but it's still great nonetheless. Like with Under the Sign of the Black Mark, there is not a bad song on this album. Um, and then after that, you have For Those Who Died, which is holy jeez. The melody in that song is just so phenomenal. And that is one thing that I absolutely love about Blood, Fire, Death. It can be very melodic in a lot of places. Whereas with Under the Sun of the Black Mark, it was just completely like in your face black metal, which, it's great. It's a phenomenal album. And if you don't believe me, I made a whole album review on that on Under the Sun of the Black Mark, so you could go check that out. Um, but Under the Sun of the Black Mark was basically a little bit more raw, more aggressive, definitely more black metal. Um, whereas this album, whereas with Blood, Fire, Death, it's basically just black metal with Viking metal and thrash metal sprinkled in. And it just makes a perfect blend of variety here. And For Those Who Died is a really great example of that. There are moments on this song that just makes you want to thrash along with the band. And of course, Quathorn's vocals still retains that black metal atmosphere with some elements of Viking metal sprinkled in here and there. And then after that, we get the song Dessare. I think that's how you pronounce it. Um, it's another really great song. Um, it's probably my least favorite song on the album, but it's still a freaking kick butt song, and it's it's just great. And then this album closes off with the 10.5 minute masterpiece that is Blood, Fire, Death. Blood, Fire, Death basically is the best song on the album, without a doubt. Um, it's not only one of the best songs in the black metal genre, it is one of the best metal songs I've ever heard. It is just, it's so great. It's basically everything you want in a Bathory song, especially on this album. Um, this album, this song, the title track is just kick butt. There's like acoustic moments in here. There's black metal moments. There's even Quathorn singing. What is going on? Um, and of course, thrash metal elements galore on here. Lots of great standout moments that makes this the best track off of this album. And then of course you get another Winds of Mayhem outro, but we're not going to get into that. So yes, this album has 8 songs overall. Um, this album has 8 songs compared to 9 from its predecessor, Under the Sign of the Black Mark. But overall, this album is a masterpiece, and I definitely think it deserves the love and praise that it gets from the black metal community, and especially from Bathory fans, like diehard Bathory fans. So, yeah, Blood, Fire, Death, freaking amazing album, and that is why I am giving Blood, Fire, Death a solid 10 out of 10. Like with Under the Sun of the Black Mark, this album is perfect. This is a perfect album. But when it comes to putting these two albums together, which one do you prefer? If you like straight up black metal, then you're most likely going to like Under the Sun of the Black Mark better. But if you like Viking metal, if you like Dark Angel, like Dark Angel type of thrash metal, if you like black metal, if you like all 3 of those things combined, yeah, yep, there you go. Then chances are Blood, Fire, Death is going to be your go-to Bathory album. When it comes to these two, I think I prefer Blood, Fire, Death, although both Blood, Fire, Death and Under the Sign of the Black Mark are 2 perfect albums. Just perfect. And I think these 2 albums are going to be very, very crucial in my journey to becoming a fan of black metal. So, again, like I said in the last Bathory video, thank you, Bathory. So with that said, that concludes this edition of Magic Metal Mondays. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is Water Dive 122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.